It's day 22 post-op from my extended tummy tuck, although kind of 3 weeks. I've always said it's like day 1 was the next day. So even though it's day 22, this time 3 weeks ago, at this very time of the day, I was actually on the operating table. So it's been 3 weeks since I've had it done. I didn't post yesterday. Yesterday was quite a quiet morning, like the first half of the day, and then I started to get really bored. So thought, I know, I'm going to bake some biscuits. So went down to the kitchen, started doing that. Realised I was out of eggs, so my other half went off to the shop, and so I thought to myself, I might as well just bake something else as well. So I started getting the ingredients out for a cake. So yeah, spent a good couple of hours like home baking basically, which I haven't done since before my op, and it's something that I do nearly every weekend, so it was quite nice to do that. Then invited my brother and his girlfriend round for dinner. So me and my other half sort of did like a sausage and mash meal, which was nice because my other half never used to help me cook. Sometimes I'd get him to like peel potatoes or something, but I'd just crack on with it. But because he's been cooking for the last 2 or 3 weeks, like I've done the odd dinner, but he's mainly been doing it. He's pretty good at what he's doing now, so that's a perk for me because he gets to actually help me out in the kitchen now, and yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, so I was probably on my feet for about 4 hours, cooking, and obviously there was like lifting pots and pans, not too heavy, but just generally moving around the kitchen and like stirring things and that. And I felt fine. However, after we'd all finished dinner, I was feeling like soreness in my incisions, like they felt quite stingy and sore. I thought it's a bit weird. So after dinner, I went upstairs. Also, I'd been wearing my control pants that I'd just bought all day. They're nice and comfy on. They don't cut in anywhere. They're flat at the front because they're just elastic the whole way around. They're a thong style one, but they're not like, I thought it'd be like cheese wire like on my bum, but actually they're really comfy. It didn't even feel like I had like underwear on. It was just, they were just really nice. So I kept them on all day. Also, they're slightly tighter than my garment that I came home with. So I thought that's probably good now because I imagine my swelling's going down slightly. So it would be good to wear something ever so slightly tighter. Not too tight, not uncomfortable, just firmer. So anyway, I went upstairs and took that off. And my brown tape, you could barely see. It was like folded in half, like squished in amongst the swelling. So I had a big swollen belly, swollen pubic area, and then the tape was like in. It was just horrendous. The worst swelling I've had yet. So that's just from being up for a few hours and pottering about and cooking. Honestly, I've read so much about this swell hell, but I didn't realise how much it impacted your life because you just want to crack on and do stuff and you can't because by the end of the day you're just so swollen, and my incision was sore, I think, where it was so like swollen. So anyway, from about 8 o'clock I then spent the rest of the time like with my feet up in bed and woke up this morning and felt fine. Slept a lot on my side last night, which was good. Found that I'm getting more towards my front, laying on my front a lot more. You alright, Mads?
Yeah, I just put my sandals on.
Okay, just go and play. Mummy's just doing this. I'll be out in a minute. Oh, I've completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I find that I'm sleeping more like in the recovery position, which is how I like to sleep. So obviously the pain, only on my left side I can do that. I can now lay on my right for sort of 10-15 minutes at a time, but more like fetal position. Like I can't really stretch out. But it was nice. I felt like I slept more comfy last night and a more deeper sleep, and actually had my first dream that I can remember. And I'm a bit of a dreamer. I have quite vivid dreams, but I feel like for the last few weeks I probably haven't had that deeper sleep because I can't remember any dreams or anything. I think I've just been sort of in and out of a light sleep. So that to me shows that I've had a good sleep. Still got a sunburnt back, so it was quite fortunate that I could sleep on my side to my front because it's still agony. Yeah, so that was pretty much it. So unfortunately the control garment that I used yesterday is obviously like underwear, so that's gone straight in the wash, and I didn't want to buy too many pairs in case I didn't use them. So I do like that one. I think I'll go back to Primark and get another couple of those. So the old binder's back on today, so I've just put on like a flowy maxi dress, but I don't know if you can see, you can still, it's like pokey out. So when the wind blows you can just see all the lumps and bumps, but it's still better than the overhang that was there, so I can deal with that. So today's plan is I'm just going to my friend's house now for a few hours, sit in the garden, definitely covering my back. Kids are all going to play together. Girls have got swimming lessons again this afternoon. So unless my other half's back, I'm going to have to take them. But I feel like I probably can this week. And then tomorrow, me and the girls are going to a friend of ours that has a holiday home a couple of hours away. So we're going to go and spend the day there and then the 2 hours back. So it will be a lot of driving for me. However, I'm hoping that when I'm there, it won't be so active. I shouldn't be doing too much walking or anything like that. So I'll rest obviously and then for the drive back. But yeah, that's it for today. So yeah, swelling's gone back down a little bit. It's still quite swollen. It's just one of these things that I'm gonna have to deal with. But it's just a pain in the ass. I feel like a lot of people are saying you can go back to work after 3 weeks, and in the first few days I was thinking, nah, no way. I probably could go and sit at my desk job, but when I finished a 6 or 7 hour day, I would look pregnant. My stomach would be really swollen. And so I'm going back to work in just over 2 weeks, and I'm fearful that I am going to be swollen. So I think it's just something that I have to deal with. Some people are saying 6 weeks, some people say 3 months, other people say 8 months before your swelling stops. So it's just one of them things. So it's definitely a long old process. It's not like they just whip your belly off and then you're ready to go and put on a crop top and prance about in a cat suit or something like that. You definitely need to wait for it all to settle down. But it still looks better now, swollen. So, I think if you are like me and you've had all that excess skin for that long and it really wears you down, then you don't mind having a bit of swelling. It's sort of well, you've dealt with I've had 6 years of that saggy belly, so I can deal with a year of being swollen, because it will all end nicely. And also once I start exercising and stuff, I feel well, it will probably make it swell more. I'm quite looking forward to tone up. So yeah, that's all for today. I will try to blog tomorrow. May even do it by the beach. Nice scenic blog. We shall see. If I don't have time, then it'll be the day after. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Bye.